What is our purpose as photographers? This is an extremely important question. It sets the foundations for what we go out and shoot, why we go out and shoot it, and who we really are as photographers. It's the drive that makes us pick up cameras and go out and take photos every single day and create works of art that are new and exciting. This is a question that is super important, but yet not talked a lot about in the photography community. It's something that I'm going to be going over in this video and what I think our purpose means in photography. What's up guys, the Project Photography back in another video, and our purpose in photography is extremely important, and I outlined that in the intro. And I kind of want to just use this video and use this platform to be able to just talk about and share my ideas about our purpose in photography and what those ideas mean and the foundations between what they're set upon. And I think this is something that really needs to be talked about more, because without a purpose in photography, your art has little to no meaning behind it. There is no story, there's no purpose, and without those things, it's really hard to be able to call ourselves photographers. Having a purpose and drive to go out and shoot is what makes us photographers, what makes us artists. And that art that we create is so fundamentally important to us as people and what we represent. So our purpose in photography is a foundation for everything that we do in this genre of art. So I kind of just want to go over my ideas as to what I think about it and what I think it means to have purpose in photography. And I kind of want to start off with my own reasonings and what I believe my purpose in photography is. And so I guess where I want to start off is why I picked up a camera in the first place. This question of why did you do photography in the first place is extremely important and sets the foundation for your purpose in photography. And I guess my reasoning and my purpose for picking up photography is I want to be able to document and showcase what my view of the world is through a camera lens. And in essence, that is a very extremely basic reasoning as to why someone should pick up photography in the first place. But that was my reasoning, and me being a very outdoorsy landscape photography guy made sense because I love to go out and just explore things. I love to go out and just shoot nature and showcase what the world has to offer. In a day and an era where people are glued to their phones, they're not interacting with the world outside, but rather reacting and interacting with the world that we created through technology, I think it's extremely important to get people out there and remind them that there's so much to see in the world outside. And I think that is one of the core principles as to why I picked up photography in the first place. I wanted to be able to showcase what the world had to offer through a camera lens and really showcase that there's more to the world, and being able to go out and explore the world is something that I really love to do. And having a camera to it just added that much level of purpose. And I think that with every single photo that I want to take, I want to be able to create a masterpiece in each and every one. I want to have all my photos like a work of art. I want to be able to create compositions and craft the subject matter upon which I see the world in. And I don't think that being able to do that is easy. And I think that that's my purpose in photography. I want to be able to showcase to the world how I perceive things. And that, in essence, is really what photography is all about. You're able to show the world how you see things. But I guess for me, I want to do that in a nature and landscape photography sense. And going back to that initial thought of the reasoning why you picked up a camera in the first place is a core foundation as to what your purpose in photography is. You know, everyone had a different reason for why they even started photography in the first place. To some people, they want to document the world and showcase what is going on in the world. And in that case, photojournalism is that perfect sort of photography niche in that sense. You know, people want to showcase other people's beauty. Portrait photography is perfect for that sort of scenario. That is some people's purpose in photography. That's what they picked up a camera in the first place. A lot of people picked it up because they thought it was cool, because they thought it was fun. But not everyone has the exact same reason. That's one thing I want to really preach about in this video, that everyone has their own unique purposes as to what their drive was to pick up that camera in the first place. And this drive translates to their purpose in photography. Some people's purpose was to tell other people's stories. Some people's purpose was to create beauty and things that we might not have seen beauty in. You know, that's really what it boils down to. I can't tell you what your purpose in photography is going to be, but you are the one who has to really dive in and really look at what that purpose is going to be. And to find that answer is extremely hard. And that's why I like to go back to that core basic idea of why I picked up a camera in the first place, because it's simple. It's that simplistic idea of, oh, I just picked up a camera for X reason. There's no strings attached, no other complexities, and no other evolving elements that are going on within that. It's just, I picked up a camera because X, you know? And I think our purpose for photography changes over time. And it gets more and more complex as you continue to do more and more photography. I guess for someone like me, you know, the reasons why I picked up photography and the reasons why I'm still doing photography are slightly different. But that core basic fundamental truth of why I picked it up in the first place kind of set the foundation for why I do it now. You know, that idea that I want to be able to create art, I want to be able to show people what it's like. Now I'm just doing it in different forms, in different ways, but that core principle is still the same. And I think that's the same about for a lot of people, is that their initial core reasons why they picked up a camera in the first place set the foundation for the reasonings in the future. Except those reasonings in the future are more complex and more ever evolving than ever. And your reasonings for when you started photography versus now can be different. But I think when you look back and see the simplicity of back then versus the complexities of now, you're able to really dissect why you're still doing it now. And I think that's really important. And be able to find this idea of purpose in photography is really important, especially for people, especially my age, where, you know, people don't necessarily know what they want to do. And even for people who are older and have more time on their hands, is that they have all these things that they want to be able to do, and photography is an avenue to be able to go out and do all those things, you know. And purpose in photography is never going to be something easy or a question that would be easily answered, but I think it's an ever evolving situation that we must find. That sets the standards for what we do, what we shoot, and how we shoot it, you know, what our reasonings are to go out and shoot something. And those are really important, especially because, you know, those define who we are as photographers. And I know it's not a necessarily easy concept to grasp, but I think it's something that we continue to understand and evolve with, you know. To be able to find your purpose in photography is absolutely crucial. I think everybody needs to do some deep soul searching and really find out what it is that they have, or what is the purpose that they do this photography, you know. I think now more than ever, especially now that we're in a pandemic, it's really important to kind of sit back and kind of take in what's happened in your life thus far, and take in what's happened in your photography career thus far, and really reevaluate, or even just look at what you've done and see, okay, am I on the right path? Do I need to maybe switch gears and go back to my true purpose in photography? Because that's what creates fulfillment. Your purpose in photography, if you're able to really hone in on that, you'll be able to create more purpose in your photography. And at the end of the day, that's really what matters in photography, is your purpose and how fulfilling it is. Because at the end of the day, if the photography you're doing isn't fulfilling at all, then it's hard to find a reason to be able to even do photography. In photography, finding your purpose is absolutely crucial. It sets the foundation for you in the future and for your reasonings and to create fulfillment in your photography. And this is kind of an abstract concept, and I could on kind of just going on about what I think. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys believe in and what your own purpose in photography is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.